hello. So today we are doing a reading for Winter Donovan. All right, here we go. Whew. Okay, guys, so right off the boat, I see two cards here that are the same. This pile is two decks together to make one. Okay. So we have two karmic relationships. So what this tells me is basically Winter Donovan has not broken any of the... So what these two cards are basically telling me is that she has not broken any of her karmic... she hasn't broken any chains in her life, okay? Meaning ancestral chains that have kept... Like curses almost that keep repeating, cycles that keep repeating, okay? Because they're not understanding that they're here to fix this, okay? Instead, they end up doing it. So I do feel like she's done this before in the past life, whether it be bullying, fighting, whatever the case is, she's done this before, okay? And this is just letting me know that there is turmoil within her. There are lessons that have to be learned, and the only way to learn a lesson is to stop doing whatever you were doing previously, okay? So she got this ×2 though. This is like heavy duty. She needs to learn how to let go and start loving. She needs to learn what love is. I don't feel she understands what real love is. Whew, this is heavy duty, heavy duty. So she got two karmic relationships. So number one, I think she has her own karma, but also Shanquella was a lesson for her in this lifetime. I think this happened in another lifetime once, and now it's happening again because she didn't break the chains, okay? So Shanquella was her karmic relationship, her karmic friendship, and Shanquella was her lesson. Whew, this is deep. And she failed. So then she gets the boat, and it's about receiving receiving what how do you say you need. Basically, she's going to get what she needs. Okay. And I take that in terms of justice with Shanquella. Justice is what needs to be given. Okay, it's saying not today. So it might not happen right away like we want it to. Let me see what else it's talking about. She's still angry. That's what it literally says. She's still angry. So she's always going to be angry. That's the thing, okay? She's not going to get through this because that was the test. Okay, she failed it once in a previous lifetime. She got another chance. And she failed it again. So she will always be angry because there's no more lessons for her. That was her lesson. Well, there's more lessons, but there's no more chain breaking. She didn't break the chains, and now they will stick. Now, the sad part is that goes on to her next generation, the children. Does she have children? I don't know. So if she don't have children, then yeah, that's it. That was the end of her rope. There's no reincarnating, trying again. There's none of that. But if there is children, it unfortunately goes on the child now. So then we have the mask, and this is the person she is. Okay, and it's literally just saying she's a gaslighter. She's a pretender. She hides her wickedness, and she tries to push beauty, right? Or whatever it could be. It could be, she tries to hide something else and she pushes something else, the opposite, right? But it's just saying that she's a gaslighter, so she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. Yikes. And I got the not enough card. So I don't think she's going to get exactly what she deserves here through human justice. Okay. She was frustrated in the relationship. She was jealous. There's ego, there's fear, there's issues right next to the gaslighting. So, well, yeah. Let's keep going. I did just see addiction as I was, yeah. All right. Winter Donovan, Shanquella, you want to help? It says it's time to be brave. So I feel like that's saying, you made your bed. Now be brave enough to lay in it. Yeah? You were brave enough to do what you did. Now be brave enough to deal with the consequences. Since nobody thought about consequences when they were attacking, right? All right, here we go. Shit, scared me. I'm sorry. So yeah, it starts out with, it's time to be brave. I told you. Oh, I can't make this up. So I'm going to start from here. The miracle. Winter Donovan had a second chance at life. At this life. Okay. For a real miracle to happen. Okay. If she played her cards right and did what she needed to do, she would have been blessed with the miracle of breaking those chains. How do I know this? Boom. Not just because it's said in this pile, but the first card here. Okay. It says, the past returns for a time. So she was literally here to fix her past life in this present life and receive that miracle of breaking those horrible chains for her ancestors I meant for her new generations. It's saying that she was just consumed with sexuality and beauty. That's what she was consumed with, instead of worrying about breaking chains. Okay. And it brought a very important end. Okay. For a new beginning. So I also feel like, as much as this sounds crazy, Shanquella didn't die in vain, okay? Shanquella is opening the eyes of the world, okay, on how you really truly can't trust anybody, okay? It was important because Spirit sent her here for that specific reason, meaning Winter. Okay, Winter was sent here this time, in this lifetime, to do one job. That one job was to break those karmic chains, right? And bring an important end to that, so that her bloodline from there on out would have these new beginnings. And that's why the past had returned for a time, for this miracle. But she was too caught up. She was too caught up, okay, in materialism, basically. And then you have this here. Aloha healing. So basically, that's what she was supposed to be doing. Healing, working on generational curses that have been set in stone for her bloodline. Okay, a lot of us are here to do that, and if you're not working on breaking chains, maybe that should be a thought, because once you start breaking chains, you open up to a whole new reality of love and light. You really do. Whew. My goodness, my stomach is in a knot. Winter, Donovan. Damn. That got heavy. I had to stop. It was just like way too many. Told you. Okay. So they're saying right here, she forgot her quest. Okay, she forgot who she is. She forgot. But we all forget. Okay, we do. It's okay. She forgot who she is. Forgetting oneself. Okay. So I think she forgot her assignment. Okay. Why? Because she has an obsession okay? She was obsessed with the wrong things that led her away from her path instead of to her path, okay? It's talking about addiction. So she could be addicted to being obsessed with something in particular. This could be a person, place, or thing, okay? Oh, man. So this addiction and obsession also became revenge, okay? So what happened to Shanquella was revenge in Winter's eyes, allegedly, right? Says, I won't cry for you. So she has no remorse. There's no like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I think the only type of remorse there is, oh my God, I can't believe I'm caught. What's going to happen to my life? Okay. We have this. I told you that's 3 different decks, 3 different cards. It literally says anger and chains. And what was she here to do? Break those chains. But guess what? They're still in her cards. So guess what this tells me? This is going to be passed down to the next generation. Unfortunately, that if she has a child, that child is going to need a community of help. And I'm being serious. Because that child's going to be breaking some crazy chains. And if that baby don't break that chain, it's only going to get deeper and heavier and bigger. Okay? The child I was meant to be. So that's like her only real regret. It's not Shanquella. It's the fact that now, she can't do what she had plans to do. Whatever she's obsessed with. It says a sacrifice. So that whole revenge has turned into a sacrifice that she won't cry for. So it's like that. It started with the addiction. It started with forgetting who she is, right? So then she goes into this addiction. It could be shopping. It could be drugs. It could be so many different things, right? It could just be being obsessed with the person that has everything that I want to do, right? So you got this addiction that turns into this obsession. This obsession turns into this revenge. This revenge says, I won't cry for you. That I won't cry for you. It keeps that anger in chains right there where it's been for how many generations, okay? Then it says the child I was meant to be. So I feel like there's no remorse. It's more about me, right? And then you got the sacrifice. All that turned into Shanquella. And this is saying envious. Gluttony, envious. That's the second card. She was envious. So I think her addiction and her obsession was basically watching sacrifice card, Shanquella, and saying, I want that. I want to do this. I want to be like that. I want to have that. Why does she get that? I'm doing the same things. Why don't I get it? That. All this. All that turned into, envious. Turned into that. Can't make this up. Can't make it up. This is heavy. Here we go. Donovan. Enter. Donovan. Oh my. Yep, see? Whew. Okay. Innocence. Innocence in reverse. She's not innocent. She knows about the psychic readings people are doing, right? It's in reverse. She hates it. She hates it. She hates it. This is all about money. And check this out. This is literally like a plan. This lady has a knife ready to kill, while this lady is pulling her like in the opposite direction, comforting her to have her back turned. That's some sick crap. You see it? Money. They probably thought she had money on her, like cash or something, or a card that they were able to like get access to. That they really started thinking about, you know what? Let's get her, because that's what that's showing me. Look, I can't get any closer, but she literally has a knife in her hand while somebody else is leading her away, acting like it's going to be okay while they plan the attack. See, that shows me there's time to think about the attack, meaning we don't have to go through with this, but they chose to. And why? You know, what happens after the attack? Now, nobody gets this. Shanquella don't get this. Winter don't get this, because justice will be served. It may not be when we need it, but it will be served. And regardless if it's served here in the human world, the spiritual realm does exist, and they tend to get way better karma than you can ever imagine. So I do feel like Winter is going to have to work out so much karma on the other side, not just here, on the other side, because she failed her test here on Earth. Now she could go still in the right direction on the other side, but before she could go right, she has to work out all that karma she made for herself. And that's only if she chooses to want to work out all that karma for herself to go to the right. If she gets to the other side and is like, no, F this, I'm not doing any of this, blah, 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 blah. In the state of mind of hell you go, you know? So, this is deep. I wanted to do it this way. The spirit had other plans. It's okay. This card right here, wow. All right. Okay, so she's not taking responsibility for Shanquella's actual passing. She's not trying to take responsibility at all. She's saying she did not give that last blow. I don't know if you can see this, but he got like a hammer, which would show me like a blow, right? And it's in reverse, so she's not taking the responsibility of the last blow. And neither is a man.